Hi, first of all, teeth are sucked. Um, I just thought I'd hang out on here for a bit. Don't know why. Well, I know why. Looking to reach out to somebody, I guess. Um, that's my heater. You can probably hear in the background. It's a bit noisy, but it's very cold. It's icy cold over here at the minute, and I have to keep the window open. Uh, I really need to get my teeth cleaned, but I can't afford the dentist. I have a. If you're wondering what the white is on me, I'm in the middle of trying to paint my flat at the minute. It's slow going. Boggy, darling, how are you? Hey, thanks a million, Boggy. I appreciate it. I'm not feeling great, and I could do with getting my teeth cleaned. But anyway, um, it's good to see you. I may not keep this stream up when I finished. I'm just kind of, I don't know. I got back from my friends a little while ago, and I fell asleep for half an hour, and I woke up with my head in a horrible place. I always wake up with my head in a horrible place. It's tougher when it's dark out. Um, I'm just on the coffee tonight and the Monster. I'm sponsored by Monster. Um, Hopefully those last few live streams I did were my last drunk ones. I'm off the booze a couple of months now. Yeah, it's probably better without the heater on, but it's just too cold. Um, is the sound all right to you, Bobby? Does it sound okay? I'm in a weird place at the minute because I have a lot of stuff that I want to say, but I don't know where to say it or who to say it to. I'm in a bit of a pickle in life at the minute. A lot of it's to do with where I'm living, how I'm living. Um, yeah, I try not to make any major decisions for the first half an hour after I wake up because I have had the odd morning where I wake up and I just don't want to go on anymore, shall we say that much? But it stopped ringing after a few seconds. It's a weird one. Unknown. I've never seen that before. That's another thing. I remember this time last year, just as we turned into 2024, I noticed some differences with online stuff and tech stuff and interfaces and how things worked basically both on the phone and on the laptop, things changed slightly. Sorry, I'm getting distracted there now. Just got an unknown number ringing my phone again. Yeah, I noticed how a lot of technological stuff was changing. Um, and I'm starting to notice the same thing again this year as the year's starting. God, my fucking teeth are awful. Got the teeth of a hobo. Probably got the life of a hobo very soon as well. I am. I spent 2017 to 17, 18, to 2021, 5 years more or less, homeless here in Dublin. Not sleeping rough, but having to use homeless hostels or whatever. And I'm kind of keen never to go back to there, but things are kind of piling up on me at the minute, money wise, mental health wise, physical health wise. Um, just a lot of bad shit, bad luck happening to me. A bit of it's my own laziness, or maybe my refusal to look at certain things about myself. Um, I mean, I've been in bad places many times before in my life, particularly back when I was about 30, 32, 33, 31 even. Um, that was around the time that I started going out with my ex. And after a kind of year or two together, kind of trying to fix me, I got my shit together by the time I was about 33. That was around the time I started doing stand-up comedy, which I did as a kind of a way to say what was on my mind or question things. I say that, but I mean, I sailed on the same comedy set for, you know, 8, 10 years. Um, it's weird when you look at the way stand-up comedians work. There's essentially stand-up comedy falls into two categories. Um, those of us that tell jokes and those of us that are honest. I'm not a fan of jokes. You know, I absolutely hate that. And I hate people telling me jokes. I hate that whole here, come here and tell you this one. This guy walks into it, whatever. It's not true. It's not real. Um, I don't do jokes. I kind of talk about life. Um, but I make it funny. There are punchlines, you know. Um, punchlines unique to me. You know, stand-up comedy is all about selling yourself as a personality as well, getting the audience to invest in you as a person rather than doing gags about three guys in a pub or caricatures of where you're from, that kind of thing. I always felt a bit more real than that, or hoped I would be. I mean, the tragic thing about my stand-up comedy is, and I haven't gigged in about a year after 20 years of. My busiest period was in the first 5 years, and after that, it just kind of, the first 6 years after that, it just kind of petered out. Just as I was starting to make a living from it. And I kind of struggled from 2010 right up until now. Ended up in rehab, ended up homeless, ended up making a slight comeback of sorts, but there's no real comedy scene the way there was 20 or 15 years ago. There's certainly no money in it the way there was. There are too many people doing comedy and running shows that are for different reasons. It's all about, I suppose, trying to balance altruistic reasons with just the need for cheap laughs. Do you know what I mean? It's I think my comedy is clever enough, but I'm able to kind of word it for the common man. Unknown number. And now my connection is unstable. Okay, weird shit is happening since I started this live stream. I've had 3 missed calls from an unknown number. And then I just got a warning about my internet connection being unstable. It's kind of breaking the pattern of what I'm trying to say. I have answered the phone on the last 2 occasions here, but I'm getting nothing. I don't know what's going on. Let me just Google this. Okay. If you get a call from an unknown number, one, don't answer. I'm wondering now if this unknown phone call I'm getting has something to do with the fact that I am online. Yeah, I don't normally get them, Boggy. That's the thing. But, you know, they started as soon as I came online tonight, 10 minutes ago, whenever. Yeah, so I'm in a bit of a jocker at the minute. I'm in the middle of painting my apartment because I have impending inspections coming up, meetings with key workers, that kind of thing. My intention was to get it done this weekend. It's taken a lot longer than I thought it was going to. Also, I'm not sure that I got the right paint, and they're very fucking strict about what paint you use. I can't even afford paint. I've got my electricity bill coming up, and I'm not sure if I've enough money there to pay for it. Um, but it might balance itself out. My phone bill is paid for a month, and my rent is paid for this week. Yeah, Boggy, it's difficult to explain. It's got to do with the county council here, and they have all the walls painted a specific colour. I only discovered from talking to my landlady that I have shit in my apartment I'm not allowed to have. I'm not allowed to have bookcases full of books, and um, I had to get rid of a lot of my stuff lately. And by get rid of, I mean just throw in the bin. The charity shops have too many books and don't want any more. People keep telling me to sell stuff online. I haven't got the wherewithal to sell stuff online. I just don't have the means. My phone is banjaxed at the minute. I have to keep it charged to work it. I do have a new phone. It's a different model, but I have to change everything over from one phone to the other, and it's beyond me. Yeah, Boggy, I made the mistake of thinking it was a flat like any other flat. There's a certain section of flats that are allotted to homeless people, and homeless people tend to turn up with very little. Whereas I had a shitload of stuff in storage in my brother's that I moved. It's not like I had it strewn around everywhere. I had everything on bookcases and in corners, and I just got accused of hoarding them. I was told I had to get rid of a lot of it. Now, to be honest with you, Boggy, that's no harm. I kind of a bit of me needs to get rid of a lot of stuff. Like I've an awful lot of like rare comics and um other stuff like that that like 20 years ago I could have found a home for, but the whole second-hand market doesn't exist anymore for that kind of thing, especially since the advent of the internet. Um, you know, gone are the days when back issues of comics and magazines were your only source of old stuff. Now you can kind of find anything online, have it on your phone, have it as um, I'm lost, to be honest with you. I'm not as young and my brain is not as sharp as it used to be. I'm finding it a struggle to keep up with. Like I find it's we basically kind of live in a society now where um, if you don't have a phone, you don't exist. Everything is done through your phone, your banking, your social welfare, your any sort of business. Everything is done with your phone. We're like machine elves. Our phone are a part of us. Um, I never really liked having a mobile phone, to be honest with you. Um, Maybe it's a sign I'm finally getting old. I thought I had my finger on the pulse till recently. Um, and now it kind of feels like from here on in until the end, it's just going to be a struggle. You know, some people in my life offer solutions, and the solutions don't make sense to me, or I'm unable to comply with them, or it's like the first time I got sober, 33, my life hadn't been going great. Um,